It was Ronald Reagan who signed the law saying that if somebody shows up to the hospital and they're in dire straits, you can't just turn them away, whether they have insurance or not, right? So, I mean,
That's
where is the
exactly right.
fallout of American decency here?
And listen to how Trump is trying to run during this shutdown. Listen to his threats. If the Democrats don't give in, I'm going to fire a whole bunch more federal workers. An American president saying, if the Democrats don't give in, I'm going to hurt a whole lot more Americans. I'm going to destroy the economic lives of tens of thousands of our fellow citizens, public
Mhm.
servants, not because they're doing a bad job, not because they're doing a job we don't need, but just out of spite. And
Mhm.
because he thinks that that kind of hostage taking is going to persuade the Democrats to cave in. It's it's an ugliness
Mm.
and a disregard for for how we're supposed to be the folks who at least have some basic notions of treating each other with decency and with care. And
Mhm.
boy, not Donald Trump. And here's the thing, all those Republicans in the Senate and in the House, they're just bending the knee to Donald Trump and saying, whatever you want.
It's crazy to me because a lot of those Republicans are going to have to run for reelection. And are they just making the same short term decisions that Donald Trump makes, which is like whatever's right in front of me, I'll deal with. And then I'll deal with the fact that I'm going to disappoint and potentially cause great harm to the people who put me in this position in the first place?
Oh, I think that a lot of these Republicans in the Senate and the House
They're
know
freaking
that
out a
they are
little.
in trouble.
Yeah.
I think they know, but they are more afraid of Donald Trump. And, this is Mr. Art of the Deal who has done no negotiating. And when the Democratic and Republican leaders came in earlier in the week to meet with him, he basically didn't seem to understand what this was even about. As much as you just keep rolling your eyes and you want to tear your hair out, the part that really gets to me is about two-thirds of the seniors in nursing homes
Yeah.
have Medicaid. Now,
Mm.
depending on where you live, you may not even know it's Medicaid. It's
Hmm.
called Sooner Care in Oklahoma, and it's called
Hmm.
Mass Health in Massachusetts, but it's Medicaid. It's the
Hmm.
federal Medicaid program. These are people with no savings. About half of them are in memory care facilities. We're talking about people with dementia and Alzheimer's. What is the Republican plan here? These are real people. It's not just going to affect Democrats. It's not just going to affect liberals. This affects everybody in this country. Red state, blue state, Republican, Democrat, independent, libertarian, vegetarian. It affects.
Atheist, yeah, all of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Anarchist, yeah, all of us. His purpose is to keep us all in panic, right? And to keep us
yep.
all like spinning and trying to be like, how could this be where we are? Like that sort of chaos only benefits him. The thing he posted this morning I thought was quite revealing when he was like, I'm going to go talk to Russ about Project 2025 and see what else we're going to do. Boy, I thought that that was all a hoax. I thought that wasn't a thing. There
Yeah.
was no
He hadn't
Project
even read it.
2025. It's his
Yep.
plan. The man does not make his own decisions. Clearly, he's going to Russ right now to see what else he can do to destroy and cause harm. How much more of Rome can he burn while the cameras are off?
You have it exactly right. How much more pain can he inflict on the American people, and how much more power can he suck in for himself? Democrats have said enough.
Mm.
We're not going to do this.
Yeah,
You,
why have they said that? Because some folks now are a little bit worried. They're like, well, we told them we want it. The
yep,
federal unions and everybody was like, please, if you have to shut it down, you can't concede to what
yep,
he's asking for.
yep.
What kind of like maneuvering is happening for you guys right now where you're like, look, because I know you don't want the government to be shut down. You're
No,
sitting there waiting to go back to work right now.
exactly, exactly.
What are the Democrats doing to make this work out somehow?
What we want to do is we want to bring down costs for
Mhm.
American families. And healthcare is right at the tip of that right now.
Mm,
The
mhm,
Republicans are pushing up the cost of healthcare for nearly everybody in this country.
mhm,
And Democrats have said, we are going to draw the line here. We are not going to help you. We are not going to give you a budget where
mhm,
you take away healthcare from millions of Americans and drive up the cost for millions and millions more. We're just not
mhm,
going to do that.
mhm.
That's what the Democrats have said, and I think it's the right thing to say.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that makes sense to me because they're trying to take that budget and move it to projects that don't benefit the
Yeah,
people, right? I mean, can't
that's
imagine what
exactly
Hegseth's
right.
meeting cost yesterday, but that could have been money for healthcare, right?
Well, that's the thing. The government is shut down. And what does Donald Trump maneuver? And that is, while the government is shut down, he's going to send $20 billion to Argentina.
I
American families may not be able to afford health insurance thanks to Donald Trump, but his buddy who runs the government in Argentina
know.
is going to get a $20 billion bailout, plus what appears to be a blank check for more money. And by the way, doing that right after Argentina just cut a deal with China to take the legs out from underneath American soybean farmers.
Right. Right.
So it's like
Who
our
are
American
Republicans? A
farmers,
lot of them. I mean, we're talking about the Midwest, okay?
exactly,
Senator Warren, it is
exactly.
maddening. I don't know how you do this job day in and day out. People are like, V, you should run for office. I'm like, no, I do not have it in me, but I'm glad that you do.
But that's why it is so important to fight back. And
Yeah.
the Democrats have drawn a line here. We are in this fight. This is a big push moment
Yeah.
because Donald Trump is very sensitive to the polls, to how this is
Mm.
looking, what's going to
Hmm.
happen, what kind of press is he getting around this. This is the fundamental question about our democracy right now. If he can get away with this, he got away with a whole bunch of other stuff before
Hmm.
now. He'll think he can get away with a whole bunch more stuff
Hmm.
after this. This is a moment, and we've got something very tangible to push
Mm.
back on. This is the moment.
All right.
Everybody who's listening to us, raise your voice.
This is it. I
Yes.
know. I totally feel the path to Taco is to tease him. Okay. If you want him to chicken out, then you have to call him out. And that's what we're doing. Right. And he does
Yeah.
fold pretty quickly. So
Thanks for doing this, V. Thanks for
thanks for
staying in
being
on.
here. I love that we can call you as our phone a friend when shit is scary and awful and you know exactly just what to
Always
say
here.
to make it make sense. So thank you
Always
so much,
here.
Senator.
We
We'll
stay
see
in
you
the fight
later.
together.